Alright, hello. Today I am playing tdawg, and this is the deck that I'm running. I decided to go for a deck completely focused on boosting up my hunters and my brutes, so that's the purpose of all the heroes and the tactic cards that I chose, and that's just skewed, just straight hunters and brutes. So, all about we know about each other's decks is that I'm playing a Shardsworn deck and he's playing a Refractory deck. This is his 5th time playing, so thanks to him for letting me put this video on here. We both decided to go ahead and take a mulligan early on, and based on the dice roll, we decided that I would be going first. And so, yeah, we're both stuck with these hands. I draw, get a diversion into my hand, and I decide to start by playing Ogre Shaman on the board, put some pressure on him by making him think about what he wants to put out on the field. So right away, he's going to draw for his turn and put a Soldier 3 on the field in front of me. And right next to that Soldier 3, he is going to put the Solarian Cavalry. So then that passes the turn to me. I draw for turn. I'm looking, I decide that I want to pressure that cavalry since I don't like the movement without fatigue. Put the Demo Experts. And I decide to put the Ogre Brute 3 since I like that matchup with that Soldier 3 in front of him. Pass the turn to him, takes a look at what he has, and he is going to play Reposition, hoping to protect his Solarian Cavalry and also get a better spot for his Soldier 3 with that move right there. And for his second action, he just takes a draw. So then it passes to me, I went ahead and drew, and I decide to draw for my first action, and second I decide to do Toss, sending the Demolition Experts over to that corner and using that Relocate to destroy them and the Solarian Cavalry. So I'm pretty happy about that. Happy to not have to worry about them moving around and zipping around the battlefield. So that passes the turn to him. He goes ahead and draws for turn, and then yeah, looks like he plays a Dusklight Hunter here for his first action, takes another draw. So I'll draw for the start of my turn, and I'm going to play a Ogre Brute 2 on top of that 3, and I'm going to play a Goblin Hunter to the side of it. Moving on to his turn, he is going to draw for his turn, look at his options, and play a Dusklight Hunter 1 on top of that other Dusklight Hunter there. And he takes another draw action. I draw and then just promptly shift both of these characters over to the left, setting up for a play that I'm hoping to do on my next turn. Alright, so he takes the draw, puts the Luminous Shieldsman out there to get some protection towards the middle of the field, and he takes another draw action. So now I can do the play that I was hoping to do. I can draw for my turn, and then I'm going to move this Ogre and fatigue him, and then I'm going to play Diversion for free, and so that's going to let me put the Ogre Brute 2 on the bottom of my deck, which now leaves my Ogre 3 right in front of his Soldier 3 unfatigued, and I'm going to take advantage of that and just get that free kill on his 3. So that's really great. Great for me, making it so I have 3 3s in my deck and he only has 2 now, so that's going to put him in a tough place for sure at this point. He decides to put Dusklight Hunter 2 next to him, which I think is a good play. I'd have to trade with him if I attacked right there, and he could kill me on his next turn, but he decides to play Precision Drills to ward me off from attacking him this turn, which I think is an odd choice, but I'm going to go ahead and move my Ogre Brute back so that he can't get that favorable trade. And for my next action, I'm going to go ahead and play this Elven Valkryie that I just drew. So that's it for my turn. I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn over to him. He draws for his turn, and decides to put Battlemaster in his hand. On the field, excuse me, then he goes ahead and picks Reposition, so he's got another time that he'll be able to use that. And he plays Dawnsteel Brute in front of me. I decide to go ahead and trade on my turn, still liking that that'll keep me higher on the count of 3s. And then I'll go ahead and move the Ogre Shaman back after that battle so that he is not right next to that hunter. So he's going to go ahead and start his next turn by playing the Dawnsteel Paladin and playing Tempo to gain 2 actions, giving him a total of 3 at this point. So coming up here, he plays Standard Bearer for his first of those 3 actions. Then he's going to play Reposition for his second of the 3, swap Reposition with the Dusklight Hunter stack that he has there. Then he is going to go ahead and use that third action of his to attack with the hunters and clear out my Ogre Shaman. So that's not going to be an issue for him anymore for this game. Going on to my turn, I take a look at what we have and I decide I want to kind of whittle down this stack here. So I attack with the Valkyrie first, the 3 over the 2. I'm going to attack with that 2 to that 1 using Valkyrie's ability that all my hunters can attack diagonally. Moving on to him, he's going to Inspire with his Standard Bearer so that he can move Dawnsteel Paladin, excuse me, 2 spaces up right next to me. I don't really like that pressure right up in my back row, so I go ahead and play Unmarked Trail. And I reset that stack into his hand, so that's not something I have to deal with immediately pressure. And for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and attack diagonally again, moving that Hunter 2 right into that spot in the middle row. Okay, and with that, because of all his draw actions, he is cleared out of his deck. He is now siegeable for the win. He's going to go ahead and put Battlemaster down for his first action, though. And he decides to put Tempo, I believe. Yes, Tempo. He picks Tempo to put into his hand here. And for his second action, he puts Initiative back out to put some extra defense on that gate position. Okay, so for my turn, draw Master of the Hunt. I'm excited about that because I love the unlimited actions essentially that my hunters will get to do at that point. So I put him out at a Hunter 3. So this is looking really good for me. All of my hunters are quite buffed up and I've got some high values out there. And he, though, on his turn, he's going to move up the Battlemaster, play Dawnsteel Paladin for his second action, but then he'll play Tempo for free to gain an additional 2 actions, and for one of those he's going to play Barrage to take out my Master of the Hunt and my Goblin Hunters there. So that's a great move by him. A really good job clearing out my Master of the Hunt because that's a really awesome card for me to have buffing up my back row. He plays the Solarian Soldier here for his last action. So that's my turn. I decide to attack the Battlemaster with the Valkyrie and clear him out. And then I'm going to move up with that Goblin Hunter 3, getting some good field position right in the middle. So I am now available to attack any of his cards which I choose, which is quite nice for me. He's going to go ahead and defend his gates by putting another soldier on top of the Paladin and move up the Shieldsman. I'm going to go ahead and just clear out the Shieldsman. I think that's a really pesky defensive card and I don't want to deal with it anymore. So that's my first action I take here. For my second action, I'm going to go ahead and play Ogre Brute, hoping that I can maybe trick him into a trade with Brute Force into the Dawnsteel Paladin. He shifts those guys over to the right, though, and plays Rapid Deployment, putting out, it looks like, maybe his 2 remaining fighters, I'm not quite sure, but 2 level 1 brutes there. So I start my turn, look at my options. It's looking pretty good for me at this point, but I decide I'm going to put a brute out here and regain that position in the middle because I just like being able to threaten him anywhere. Start of his turn, he decides to move up those soldiers and play some Dusklight Hunters there. I draw my last card, and I'm going to attack that Solarian Soldier. And then I'm also going to attack that first brute there to leave just one more option. At this time, I realize I forgot to put my Stronghold down, and I go grab it. Okay, so he does a suicide mission with his brute to clear out space to put some more defense over his gates. Passing on to my turn, take a look. decide to attack that corner soldier, move up there, and then for my last action of my turn, I'm just going to play a group of 2 on top of that. Okay, he pretty much knows he's being at this point, but he decides to kamikaze into my Hunter 3, clearing the way for me to march into his gates right there. And that's the match. So yeah. So that wraps it up for today's match. Big thanks to tdawg for playing the match with me. We had some pretty interesting plays going on in this one. Some key plays, I think, on my part was the use of the diversion card to get in that sneaky taking of his 3 soldier. That really set the tone for the rest of the match. And from tdawg, when he played Raj, that was a really great play because that took out my Master of the Hunt and also a Goblin Hunter too. So that was a great play from him. So yeah, that was this one. Coming up next, I'll be posting these matches weekly. Please leave me some feedback from this one. I would like to improve my craft, so if you can think of anything I can do to tweak the format on these and make it more engaging to watch, please leave a comment or message me. I would appreciate that. And if you'd like to feature in one of these matches, please hit me up in GudnakGuy Discord. My handle is @GudnakGuy, so you can reach out to me. I'd be happy to either play a match against you or also just hop into a match that you're already playing, record it, then edit it and put it out here on my channel. And so that's it for me. Please like and subscribe, guys. It's appreciated on this end, and it makes it really fun to do what I do, knowing that people are watching it. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.